Plumber's finally done, and yeah, finally. So the mechanicals are now all done, and we can move on to insulation. So let's check out what he did. So first thing, right here.
They cemented back over that.
They had to actually cut out the concrete right here to run some conduit, and then the propane line, a flexible propane line, a gas line under the concrete there, because we did not put that in the original, when the foundation was put in. So you can see it running across here and up the wall there. So this is our island. So this is the island right here. And whoop.
What's this for?
What's what for?
These.
Yeah, that's electrical conduit with the electrical wires coming out, and that's for power in the island.
Oh, like for the microwave?
Yeah, so we have the microwave drawer that's gonna pull out, and then also any power outlets, receptacles around that we wanna plug things in on the sides of the island there. And then also for the vent, we have a downdraft vent for our cooktop. And that gas line right there, that's for propane. We have propane gas. That's gonna connect to our stove, or our cooktop.
Cooktop, stovetop.
Yep. And so, they filled that all with concrete. If they cut that all out and ran this flexible line all the way up and over and tied into this main line here. And it goes all the way back and out over through the mudroom, down the wall and outside. So there's a gauge right here. So the propane gas line comes out right here, and they put this gauge on here, and this is a valve right here where they push air into the system. Oh. And that's how they pressurize it.
I didn't realize it had to be pressurized.
No, it's just for testing to make sure there's no leaks.
Oh.
Yeah, so they'll watch this to make sure it doesn't leak at all. They'll come back, when they come to finish this, and if there's leaks, they have to go fix the leaks, right? So our propane tank is going to be down along the tree line, right down over there. It's got to be within 100 feet of where a truck can pull up and refill it. So this is going to be our parking on this side right here, definitely within the 100 feet. So we kind of wanted it out of the way, back in the trees where it's not too visible from out in the front of the house. But then we've got our power that's going to come in there. We got water down below coming in, and we've got right here, this is conduit for the Ozark's Go, our internet, fiber optic internet that we have out here. And so the electricians ran that. So when Ozark's Go comes to run our fiber optic internet, that's going to go right through there and all the way upstairs to where our router and stuff's going to go. And then this is power to our future generator. So a backup generator we're going to put right here, and that will go into the panel. So we've got backup power that will also connect to our propane. So we'll be able to have propane feeding that generator when we don't have electricity.
That's cool.
Yeah. So back inside. All right. So, what next? So plumbing. So right here, this is all of our washer and dryer are going to go here.
So excited about this area.
Our new laundry facilities, way better than what we have in our current Barndominium. We just picked out our washer and dryer yesterday. They're going to be front load, and on the pedestal.
We've never had a front load before, so I hope that's a good choice.
Yeah, I think so. And they're going to be raised up because I'm tall, and they're going to have a drawer on the bottom.
I'm sure. They're going to be up like at my eye level.
No, it's a little bit lower than that. But then we're going to do this as like built-ins. So the cabinet maker, we're going to do cabinets all across the top and then on the side over there on the left, and make this look like a big, just kind of built-in, unit with the washer and dryer in the front. Because this is our mudroom, so we'll have the cabinets over there with the sink and whatnot over here and hanging clothes, and then the mudroom built-ins eventually on this side. So pretty cool. So then over here, this is our bathroom, our downstairs bathroom. It's a full bath, and you can see here there's a shower pan. So we're putting a shower in here because this is kind of the area. It's our mudroom service area, and this is where we're gonna wash the dogs and whatnot, and then any guests that might stay in a camper.
But also, we got really dirty, and we didn't want to track all the way through the house. We could stop here and
exactly, and shower here. And then also, this door is 36 inches wide, so it's ADA compliant. So a wheelchair can wheel in here. So from a handicap standpoint, you know, for us, when we get super old, because it's our forever home,
or
our parents,
or
grandparents, all that
parents
stuff.
and
Yeah.
grandparents. Yeah.
So anyway, that's that, and then right there behind you. So that is the that's the propane line
Right here.
right there. That's coming down. That goes out to our outdoor kitchen out on the back deck. And then right here we've got the sink. So this is our bathroom sink right here, and that's got a drain
On the other side here,
Yeah,
it's
all
kind of
the
hard
way.
to see.
So it goes both directions, out front here to the sink in the bathroom, but then also all the way outside to that outdoor kitchen, because we're going to put a sink outside to our outdoor kitchen. And behind you right there is our hot and cold. So it's tied in, you know, with the laundry and everything right there. But that hot and cold, you can see right there, that goes outside also for frost-free. Let me get a close-up of that. So right there, those are frost-free hose bibs that come into the house. So that way when we shut the water off outside, it pushes the water back into the house so it won't freeze.
So our shower pan is a little shorter than the room.
Yes, so this bathroom is a little deeper than the standard, bathtub shower combo or shower pan, just by a few inches actually. So on this back wall back there where your foot's at, that's a good.
I mean, I could.
Yeah.
I do yoga. I could stand in here.
It's almost 4.5 to 5 inches, I think, gap there. So that's one of the projects that I'm going to have to tackle here. Or not have to, I want to tackle. So I talked to my builder, and he's going to allow me to do a lot of these little odds and ends that need to be done before installation comes in. Instead of calling the framing crew back out here to do this, I'm going to take care of these little things like that. And we're going to build a wall right here to further this out.
But do like a little half wall, and then when we tile it, it'll be like a little ledge where we can put like shampoo and soap.
So not necessarily a half wall. That's a great idea, but not a half wall. I think the way I'll construct it is, instead of a middle stud down there, I'll put in a jack stud and kind of frame it out so there's a horizontal kind of cove in the tile that will go, in that shower there, that they can tile, inside and out, so that way you can set all of your shampoos and stuff there. That's a great idea, because otherwise it's gonna have to go on that side wall there. They're gonna have to cut all it. Yeah, no, we can, since I'm building that wall anyways separately, I can just build that in right now. That's an awesome idea. And then while we're in this bathroom here, there was also another little issue that the plumber had. When he plumbed all this in here, you can see down at the floor there, it's coming up through the floor, and he was off by, I guess, a half an inch. And so he furred it out. So this is furred out from the stud here with ½ inch that he ripped off some 2x4s and put that in. But he didn't go all the way up to the ceiling. And so I'm gonna have to, extend this up all the way. So fur this all out. I'm going to put a 2x4 there at the corner of that shower pan, bring it all the way up, and I'll offset that with that same ½ inch that's there. So I'll have to do that. And then also this wall that I'm going to build out right here, it's in between those two studs. So I'm going to have to just kind of bring that in and just frame that all up so it looks nice. All right, so the outdoor kitchen. So since we were talking about the outdoor kitchen, so outdoor sliding door.
I'm so glad we changed that part of the plan.
Oh, yeah.
So we had these big doors.
Yep. We're already kind of living out on this back deck, as you can see. All right, so here is our outdoor kitchen area. And right there, they put in the hot and cold combo frost-free hose bibs. So we'll be able to turn that off in the winter. And then here we've got, that's the drain pipe. So the sink's gonna be in the middle somewhere. We'll just, do this kind of outdoor kind of sink thing, nothing too fancy. And then next to that that's the gas line. So that's stubbed out there for our propane, because we're gonna do our Blackstone griddle there. This will all be cabinets and countertop and the Blackstone griddle and the sink, and the corner over here, a little mini fridge, and some outlets for on top of the cabinet. And then up top here, we've got power for a TV and actually internet LAN cable there, so we can.
What's that one up there for?
Oh yes, that one there, yeah. That up there, we've got one there, and there's one over here.
Oh, right here?
Yep, it's right there. So these outlets in the ceiling, yes. Those are for infrared radiant heaters that we're gonna install. So for spring and fall, we'll be able to. Well, in winter, because we have fairly mild winters. So we'll be able to hang out on the back deck and stay warm when it's a little cool out. This whole deck is going to be screened in also. This side will be screened in because this is our big kind of outdoor living. We'll do a big farm table out here and be able to eat out here quite often.
Are you going to show everyone the giant walking stick? Did you see that up there?
Look at that up here. So, oh yeah, there's a walking stick on our ceiling.
It's good size. We get lots of neat bugs out here.
Oh, speaking of bugs, last night, Makayla and I were sitting out on the back deck here at dark, and the lightning bugs just lit up our woods out here. It was like a light show.
Well, some people call them fireflies.
Or fireflies.
Depends what part of the country you're from.
And the noise by all the rest of the bugs, I'll have to get a clip of that tonight, just to kind of insert in here.
I love it.
It is really, really loud. Our Barndominium is set further back away from the woods. Now we're going to be living right on the tree line here. This tree line is super noisy.
No, it's the best kind of
a good noise. Good
for
noise.
when you're
Good
trying
noise.
to go to sleep.
Yeah, awesome. I'm going to put that clip in here so you can hear it. All right, back inside. So what next? I guess water heater. So we're gonna do a tankless water heater, and it's propane.
We love our tankless water heater in the Barndominium, so we decided to go with another one in the house.
Big difference though. The one in the Barndominium is electric, and it's the smallest one you can get draws 80 amps. So it almost draws half the power of what we got there. We have 200 amps coming to the Barndominium. It works great for what we use it for, but you couldn't like shower and do dishes and laundry all at the same time. So
you had to pick and choose.
Yeah, and we knew that, but that's what it's for. And it's worked great for 3 years. We have had zero problems with our EcoSmart electric tankless water heater. But that wouldn't work for this size house. We have 4 full bathrooms in this house, plus all the other stuff, the kitchen and the washing machine and so it just wouldn't work. So we actually have propane, coming in like we said before. And so our new tankless water heater is going to go in this closet right here where they've plumbed that out for that with the gas line and everything. So we're going to have a nice big unit here. And then it's also going to have a built-in circulation pump that will circulate the hot water just very slowly. So that way there's going to be pretty much instant hot water at every single point.
You'll turn on the faucet and it will get hot quick.
Exactly, right. And then this one, they built in a drain also, and the water lines there that the valves will be put into this thing where we can flush this thing out, and clean it when it's needed to be cleaned.
Especially in our area, because we get a lot of kind of rust and calcium buildup. We kind of have a harder water than some other areas.
But we're on city water too, so it's not that bad.
No, it's not like a well.
No. But we haven't had to clean our current EcoSmart. It's been 3 years and it's been working fine. I probably should do it now just to make sure so it doesn't, go bad. Yeah. I'm going to do the next video where I'm having to replace it because I haven't cleaned it in 3 years and flush it. So I need to do that.
So we're thinking about getting a Roomba maybe because we got
Something like
3
that.
dogs now.
A robotic vacuum.
One of them's very hairy. And we're thinking we're going to put it in this closet.
Yeah.
But there's a problem.
What? What's the problem?
How's it going to get under this thing?
Yeah, but that's... Okay, so that's one of the things that I'm going to take care of. The floor plate there, they forgot to cut that out, the framers. So I'll cut that out. That is no big deal for me to do.
Yeah, for you.
Well, I've got the right tools to do it. So the other issue that I just discovered today, which is an issue that I'm going to resolve myself, is this switch right here. So as you can see, there's a switch right here. That's for the light in this closet. There's a light up there. These are also the vent pipes to go outside, but that switch controls that light. So the issue with that switch is it's going to be behind the tankless water heater. So that's not good. Now, that's not a mistake by anybody. What happened is the tankless water heater was supposed to go upstairs in the closet that's right above this one right here. And because of the way the HVAC system was designed, they decided to put one of the HVAC units, the furnace, in that closet upstairs instead of the tankless heater. It originally was supposed to go up into one of the attics, but they put it here, and you can kind of see a lot of the ductwork coming in this big cavity where our fireplace is at. for the return air and whatnot. So because of that change of the furnace going in that closet upstairs, they had to put the tankless water heater down here. But the electrician was here first, so he wired all that up first, and so that's just something that we can just easily move. So talking about the fireplace, so this is our nice, this is a Quadrifire Pioneer 3. It's on a thermostat, it's got blowers, it's got fresh air intake. It will regulate the heat in the whole house. I've got it actually duct to our master bedroom over there, so it's gonna blow heat into the master bedroom off to the one of the lower floor wings here. So anyways, this is a really nice fireplace, but it's super complicated. I'm gonna do a whole separate video on our fireplace, but we've got this, really giant pillar all the way up. It goes upstairs, if you've seen in some of our other videos, but look at all of that ductwork. It's enormous, and the way they designed this HVAC system is just to maximize all of that space in there. They just used up all of that space. We've got our furnace, one of our furnaces right there in that closet I was telling you about that's up there. And this is a return air vent that comes down here. So it's gonna suck air from our foyer, that really big, it's gonna be under our staircase. It's a floating staircase, so it'll be open. And then there's return air vents that are upstairs and on each side of that big pillar there, the fireplace pillar. You can see all of that ductwork. It's pretty crazy. And then we've got our, heat vent coming out there, and then on this side over here. So really, really cool. Then we've got our mantle. So I'm gonna custom mill a mantle out of a black walnut tree that I've identified. I'm gonna take down, it's blocking my view out here. So this wire right here, we're gonna raise this up and figure this out here, but we're gonna put our mantle right across here. And this is all gonna be a faux cultured stone, I guess.
Well, this is for an outlet, so.
It is for an outlet, yes.
So
I'm sorry,
for
yes.
Decorations and lights
Correct.
and stuff on top of the
We're
mantle.
gonna put an outlet in the mantle itself on top, so that way we can plug those decorations in, like she said. So that's gonna look really, really cool. Now the hearth here, they did build out a hearth, but we had to cut that out to put this fireplace in. Also, this whole red board, none of this combustible materials can touch that red board. So I'm gonna rebuild this whole hearth here out of metal studs and Durarock, some stone material instead of this zip board. And then we're gonna, cover it in stone and capstone on the top.
Careful.
And I'm also gonna make it deeper.
Don't trip over that.
Yeah, so we got power in the floor. That's what that is there. And there's one over there. So this is gonna be our couch area. So we'll put a couch there, end table, whatever, facing that direction over there.
They're gonna cut it down, right?
Oh yeah. So once the flooring's in, that'll be cut flush, and they'll put the outlet in there. There's one over here too, because we're gonna have some table or a couple chairs and a table over there,
And we're
and
thinking
also
we'll
the
put
Christmas
the
tree.
Christmas tree.
But there's an outlet in the wall for that too. So this is where if two chairs were out and the table in the middle, you don't have to have a cord going back to the wall over there with a little light or something. So the other thing is that wall right there, which is where the TV is going to go. So we have power way up there and internet, a hard line there, for our TV. So we'll probably put an 85-inch TV up there. Yeah.
No, that's ridiculous. It's
What do you mean?
ridiculous.
It is not. No.
85 inches?
Yes, an 85. Sam's Club. You haven't seen those giant 85-inch TVs?
That's ridiculous.
No,
well,
it's not.
You could see that from outside.
Yeah.
What's the matter with the TV we already
No,
have?
because that's going to stay in the Barndominium, and that one's really old, and it's 65-inch. This is a big wall. We got to put something on that wall there. Look, this is the big wall. So right there that's my football watching wall. Yeah.
You can go to the Barndominium and watch football.
No, you can go to the Barndominium and watch what you want to watch. This is going to be football up here. So
Obviously, we don't agree about this.
no, but I mean, 85 inches is like the standard now. Yeah. So, but the problem is they put the power.
You know what? You're too busy to watch that much. I'm too busy to watch that much TV.
That's true. Anyways, the TV is going to go up there, even if it's a little 13-inch TV.
There we go.
It's going to go there.
Okay, maybe 30 inches.
So the problem is that it's way up there, and they didn't put any power down below. I wanted power down here also, because you can see they marked it. But I needed an outlet down here for like the Apple TV or whatever we want to plug in. There'll probably be a credenza here or something that underneath the TV that will need power too. There is power on both sides over here, but those are exposed for whatever, I need something behind to plug, stuff in for the TV. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to just extend down from that box right there, straight down another line, and just tack that in the wall there. Should be no big deal. So I guess master. Let's go to the master bath. I'm going to show you that. So in the master bedroom, bathroom, here we go. So we've got our double vanity. So here we have, hot and cold and our drain for one side of the sink, and then over here for the other side. Now notice that this is coming across the floor like that, which will be inside the cabinet or under the cabinet actually, under the toe kick of the cabinet, and come up to the floor of those cabinets. And the reason that is, instead of coming through the wall, is because you don't want any water lines in your exterior wall because they could freeze.
This is a little different because normally this sink would be over there and this sink would be over there, but instead we're gonna have our sinks closer together.
Yeah, so this is all countertop from like here on the side of the window all the way down over there, and sinks are gonna be kind of more towards the middle, with then counter space to the right and to the left of the sinks for each of us. And there'll be a little counter space in the middle for our towel rack or whatever,
But I'm very excited. This must be my side of the sink. This must be my side because they put in a quad here so I can plug in more things if I need to.
We did that in all of the bathrooms. That was one thing that she asked for, was to put quad receptacles in all the bathrooms because of how big, right?
Like for a hair dryer, it actually takes up like 2 whole, some of the plugs are just so big now because of the safety reset.
Exactly. So not necessarily because we're going to plug 4 things in at once, but 2 things will take up the whole thing. The way these, I don't know what those things are, the circuit breaker things, whatever inside of it. I don't know, those big blocks that just take up so much of the room.
We did it in the kitchen too.
Yeah, we have quads in a lot of places because that's one thing we learned in the Barndominium too, is like you can't have too many places to plug things in for chargers.
At least not in the kitchen and some other areas.
Okay, so the wet room area. So over here, you can see they finally did start tearing up the concrete to move. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch that. But I talked about kind of the mistake we made in not picking out our tub, which is going to be a big soaking tub here in the corner. Before we designed the plumbing that went under the concrete. With the soaking tub that we picked out, which most of them all are, the drain is in the center of the tub, not at the end.
And we'd never had a soaking tub before. Hold it up a little higher. We never had a soaking tub before, so we didn't realize that the drain was not at the end. So that's
because then where the drain is at the end of the tub are on the soaking tubs. It's at the foot end, not the head. It's at the foot. So I would have been
staring in the shower.
Instead of out that window.
I want to be able to sit here and look at my gorgeous
beautiful view out there. Yeah, I don't think she wanted to stare into the shower. So we're paying a little extra to have this all cut out and redone.
So because the architect just put a tub there, and and we didn't really know to know any better that that's not where the drain should go. So if you're gonna have a soaking tub, make sure you know
pick it out first
where the drain is before they start cementing everything.
Correct. The water lines too. So those water lines are at the end, where normally they're on the side of the soaking tub, the big floor mount and into the tub. The other piece is the shower here. So they cut all this out also because we had a linear drain against the wall there that was supposed to be in here. And they put it in as the center drain. So that was kind of a mistake. So they had to cut all this out, and they're gonna have to redo all that plumbing for the shower. And this whole thing is a wet room here, so.
Which is very exciting for accessibility, because as we hopefully get to age in place in this house and stay here as long as we possibly can, or if someone comes to visit us that has a walker or a wheelchair and they can't get over that little lip in the guest bathroom, they could use ours and just be able to roll right in with no obstructions.
Because this is a curbless or a zero clearance, whatever, there's no curb there. The tile is just gonna slope right down into there. Yep. Okay, I want to show you a mess up. Not a mess up, it's just not good planning, because sometimes the HVAC, it's not really a mess up, it's just the HVAC's, design comes later. They do it on the fly after the house is built. Even though our architect, had designed in this trunk line all the way, end to end, I guess I didn't think about it when they put this in, but right here is boxed in right there, a scuttle hole up into the attic space.
Where?
Right here. See how that's those
No,
cross members?
I don't see it.
Right here. So there's a cross member there and a cross member right here.
Oh, right
and
here
then,
where the duct's going through?
Yeah, exactly. So you got all the pipes and the duct and everything. So there's no access to the attic up there. Now this attic is just really a very small, it's not a storage attic. It's just more need access to get up there in case there's a problem with wiring or plumbing or something like that that has to be repaired. So we need to find a new location to put that access. Whew, it's a little warm in the south today. All right, what's next? Upstairs?
We're gonna take a sip of our drink and then we're gonna go upstairs.
Actually, I'm gonna go outside here and show you that we put our HVAC units, our air conditioning units, the compressors out here. So on this side, you can see how they've stubbed all that out there for the 2 different units. We'll have one for upstairs, one for downstairs. All the wiring for it, and also there is a hose bib, a frost-free hose bib also there, so we can have a hose out on this side of the house. This side of the house is the east side of the house. So you can notice that it's in the shade. So in the hot afternoon sun, our air conditioning units are gonna be out here in the shade. And it's sunny, so you can see it's sunny out here. Sun way over there, right here, shade. So that's gonna, help make those a little bit more energy efficient. I know, I got that breeze, that north-south breeze, or south-north breeze coming in, so it feels really good here. So up here, you can see right there. Yeah, those are some PVC pipes. I'm assuming, I think that's for the, they're gonna run whatever they need to run through that conduit, using that as a conduit to run ventilation for the tankless water heater, because those terminate down and they go down into that closet where the tankless water heater is. So for propane, they'll probably run whatever venting through that.
What's this? Not on top of the windows, but what's that other metal strip?
Oh, so you can see there's a white strip that goes across the window, top of the window there. There's another one right above it. That's just a separation of the panels of hardy board, right? So this is all going to get painted white. So, I mean, there's no hardy board that's going to be, 16 feet tall. So because these panels are 9 feet, I think, 10 feet, they have to have some kind of separation in there. And then what that metal does is it actually acts as a kind of waterproofing drip edge also so water won't seep in. And
well, I understand that on top of the windows, right?
But it's used on the top layer
the
of that.
windows stick out.
Those seams of, that's going to keep the water from penetrating into that wall there. We also got power out here, and we added more power on our porch here, right there, and right here, and all the way down. We've got power all the way out front because of our different seating areas that we're going to have out here. Plug a laptop in or whatever sitting out here on the front porch.
Decorations.
Decorations, yes. Decorations. All right, check out all of this wiring. I mean, there is a lot of copper in this house. A lot of PEX, a lot of ductwork, a lot of PVC, just a lot of everything. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention, right here. This coil of wire, this is for our fan that goes way up there into that beam, which is about 30 feet up there. And the reason this is coiled up here is because the electricians didn't have ladders or scaffolding out here that was tall enough to reach that. So they left this kind of dangling here for now. And when the drywallers come to start installing drywall, they'll have scaffolding in here. And so once they build that scaffolding up, they'll be able to get up there and wire that in before they put the drywall in. And the other thing too is the framers are also waiting for that scaffolding to get here for the drywallers to do all of the blocking way up there in the ceiling across, way up there, for our scissor trusses. Because we're going to have some big scissor trusses up there. They're not going to be real timber trusses, but they're going to look like it. And so it's more trim work, but they need some blocking up between all of those roof rafters to actually tie those scissor trusses into. All right, so upstairs just came up the ladder here, right there. So
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Till we get this
staircase?
floating staircase in.
So next to it here is this closet. This is where the tankless water heater was supposed to go. But now it's one of our furnaces. This is the furnace that will heat the downstairs, gas line and everything's in here, and venting all the way up and return air right there. So we're good to go on that furnace. The other furnace is above our guest room here in my office, up in the attic. So way up in there, kind of hard to see. Okay, and then on the other side of this fireplace pillar here is another closet.
What's all this stuff?
Yeah, so this here is all of these blue cables here are Cat 6 for internet.
Oh.
So this is what the blue wires are going to all of the rooms and wherever there's a TV and where we want like a hardline internet connection to, because I don't want everything to be on Wi-Fi. The more we can hardwire in, the better when it comes to that. So this box here is kind of where it all comes together. This closet here will have our router and our Wi-Fi unit and a modem and everything like that for our fiber optic internet we have out here through Ozark's Go. So that's what this closet is, and then also just kind of a linen closet. What are you looking at?
The horses. And I'm also enjoying the breeze. I love that we have windows on both sides, and we can open all these windows and get a good cross breeze, nice ventilation.
Yep. Okay, that's the tour, Kristen. I think it's done. All the mechanicals are done. So now I just got all of these things. Oh, I forgot one thing. Check this out. There's this other, because we moved the furnace from the attic to this closet right here and moved the tankless water heater to the downstairs closet, there is that right there. See what that is?
No, what are you pointing at?
That right there.
Oh, that is supposed to be outlet.
That's an outlet.
That's going into another piece of metal.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
into the furnace.
that is not going to work. So, and that's because that's where the tankless water heater was going to be in that room. So I'm going to disconnect that, and that wire comes from down below. I'm going to put that down in the closet below for the tankless water heater. So I'm just going to relocate that. Yep. So I guess that might be closing out this video as I go down the ladder. Oh, you know what I forgot?
What?
The front doors. Check this out. The front doors. We got our new front doors. Finally. We've been without our doors. Oh, that one goes first. We finally got the right front doors in. These are 8 foot tall. Solid mahogany, except for the 3/4 glass part. But it just gives you that full panoramic view now. It just fits super nice with these 3 big windows next to it in our foyer, looking out at our arena and Barndominium and everything out there. Love these doors. Finally, we got them.
Finally, yes, because there was some kind of mix-up and confusion, so it took a while, but
Yep,
yeah,
it took a while.
It was worth the wait.
It's definitely worth the wait. I'm so happy we went with the 8 foot doors because that glass is just awesome. Let's open them up. Let's check it out from the outside. Oh yeah, yep. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I love those doors. Man, I'm super happy with them. Yeah, they still gotta trim it out. They're gonna pull this brick mold off. So, they usually don't put brick mold on custom homes. And so they're gonna rip that brick mold off and they'll use the hardy board trim on there. Oh, look at that spider. That's the spider you were talking about?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's a good sized spider.
Todd, that's for you. I think we'll just close it out here, and so hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you hit that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And until next time, keep living the dream.
Keep living the dream.
What's up, Hiccup? Yeah? I think you're enjoying our new house more than we are so far. I think you're living out here, aren't you?